So today I'm sharing swatches of the polishes from the Awesome Sauce Indie box. This time around the theme is mermaids, and in the box there are 5 polishes. There's a cuticle oil, a cuticle crelly, some rainbow jelly stones, there are 3D seashells and mermaids, and some sea-themed nail vinyls. So as always, the brands in this box are Anonymous Lacquer, Lavish Polish, Ever After Polish, and Vapid Nail Lacquer. And this month the featured guest brand is Literary Lacquers. The vinyls are from Lou It Yourself, the Jellystones and Oil are from Anonymous Lacquer, and the Cuticle Crelly is from Ever After Polish. So let's get right into the swatches. Okay, so here is the card for this one. So we're going to start off with the little extras in the box. These are the vinyls from Lou It Yourself, mermaid scales, and then 4 little mermaids. There's some little 3D decor. I'm not sure which brand these are from. There are some large 3D mermaids, some little starfish in there, and then there are some sitting mermaid gold glitters. We have a little bag filled with some really pretty jelly stones from Anonymous Lacquer. And a Mermaid Lagoon Cuticle Crelly from Ever After. And this has a really kind of perfumey, clean, sweet sort of smell to it. And finally there is a Pearberry Cuticle Oil from Anonymous Lacquer. And this has, I think, what is my new favorite cuticle oil applicator. It's a very small tip and you just squeeze the bottle for it to come out of there. And this stuff smells absolutely amazing. It's so sweet and fruity smelling and I just love it. On to the polishes. The first one is from Ever After, and this one is called Scaling the Open Sea. It is a real pretty silver holographic, and it's got some shards of black, and it almost looks like there's a flash of purple in there. And this one is described as a silver metallic shimmer with green, purple, and gold ultra chrome flakes with strong scattered holo. And so here is one coat of Scaling the Open Sea. This one actually has really good coverage on just one coat. This second coat makes this one almost fully opaque. I can still see a little bit of my nail line, but it's not too bad. And it's got a really strong holographic to it. At 3 coats, Scaling the Open Sea is completely opaque. It is easy to apply. It's nice and smooth for all the glitter that's in it, and you do get a lot of those shards with each brush load of polish. Similar to that one, but in gold, is this one from Lavish Polish, and this one is called Golden Mermaid. It is a gold holographic, and it's got a little bit of, it looks like that same kind of purple blue flash, a gold holographic with black shards. This one is described as a golden holo with a mix of multi-chrome flakes and micro gold holo glitter and red holo glitter. Here's one coat of Golden Mermaid. This one is also pretty opaque for the first coat, but I can see a little bit of my nail line, and you get a lot of those black shards. Again, this one is really smooth and easy, and it's got a strong holographic to it. It is opaque in 2 coats. Next up is Vapid, and this one is a green jelly base full of a bunch of different glitters. It's got purples and blues and silvers. and this one is called No Clamshells Needed. The description on the card for this one is a green to blue oceanic thermal shimmering with iridescent rainbow flakies, glitter in all the colors of a mermaid scales, blues and purples, clear holographic, and all glitters in mattes, metallics, and holos. The first coat of No Clamshells Needed is pretty sheer, but it is nice and smooth, and you get quite a bit of glitters with just one dip of the brush in. A second coat makes this one more opaque, but I will need a third. You can see with this one at the tip of my nail where it's a little bit cooler, it's more of a green color, and then on my nail bed it is more of a blue color. This one is a blue to green thermal polish. And at 3 coats it becomes fully opaque. And it has so much depth to it, being a jelly base, you get a lot of those pretty iridescent glitters in there. And then we have a pretty royal purple holographic from Anonymous Lacquer. This is Mermaid Magic. This one is described as a majestic purple holo with micro flakes. This one is fully opaque in 1 coat. And just like all of Mills holographics that I've tried, it has a great formula, and it's got a really strong holographic sparkle to it. It is showing up a little more blue on camera. It's more of a royal purple in person. Finally, the feature brand for this box, Literary Lacquers. This one is a light blue jelly holo, and it looks like it's got a little bit of kind of a scattered silver glitter in there. And this one is called Each to Each. This one is described as a sparkling aqua linear holographic with the slightest touch of murk from the unknown depths. Each to Each is pretty sheer on the first coat. It is that jelly-based holographic, so it will take at least 3 coats to build it up to opacity, but it is nice and smooth, and it's got a really easy application. And there is a second coat. You can still see through it quite a bit, so I will do a third. A third and final coat makes this one fully opaque, and it does have a pretty strong holographic sparkle to it. For my nail art look using the extras in this box, I'm starting with a base of Anonymous Lacquer Mermaid Magic, and while that's still a little bit tacky, I'm going to cluster on some of the jelly stones from Anonymous Lacquer and some of the little 3D seashells that came in the box as well. And to place those, I'm just using a wax pencil. And I'll be using the Mermaid Scale vinyls from Glue It Yourself, and just lay that over my nail and make sure it's pressed down firmly all around the edges and on each scale. And then just to protect the rest of my skin around my nail from the glitter, I'm using a liquid latex barrier. With a makeup sponge in Golden Mermaid, I'll be sponging on the gold glitter over the vinyl to make it opaque. So then I am sponging that all over the purple, filling in those scales on the vinyl. And I'll just repeat this as many times as I need to make that glitter opaque. So once that is done, I'm just going to peel off my vinyl and latex, hopefully all in one clean piece. And there are my mermaid scales. And as always, seal everything in with a nice fast drying top coat. I always use Seche Vite. So there is the final look.